Back to Bay Area Vista, I'm Janice Edwards. My guests now include a husband and wife who are part of the largest kidney swap so far in this nation, a historical medical event that took place in April. Here to explain, we have Brad Price, incoming president of the Board of Directors for the National Kidney Foundation of Northern California and Northern Nevada, Gene Heisey, who recently received a kidney transplant at Johns Hopkins Medical Center, and Randy Bolton, Gene's husband, who donated his kidney to another person as part of that kidney transplant surgery. Welcome to you all. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gene and Randy, this is an incredible story. Gene, I'll ask you to explain how this came about. And first of all, how long had you been suffering with kidney disease?
I was diagnosed with kidney disease in my early 20s, and it was slow progression, but about 5 years ago, my nephrologist recommended that I get listed on the transplant list, and 3.5 years ago I was listed at Stanford on the transplant list.
Yet I should add, about 1.7 million people in Northern California are dealing with some form of kidney disease. Were you undergoing dialysis at the time?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I was getting very close to dialysis, but that hadn't happened yet.
So I'm just curious, what were some of the symptoms that you were dealing with?
I was dealing with fatigue. I was dealing with anemia because, among other things, the kidney produces red blood cells, so that had sort of ceased. My blood pressure was high. My diet was severely restricted, and I was losing appetite, so it was getting very close to being on needing dialysis.
And then how did this come about? And Randy, I'll let you take up some of the story if you'd like, to be involved with this amazing transplant of 6 donors and 6 recipients.
Well, about 1.5 years ago, we heard from Randy's cousin, who's a physician in Baltimore, that Hopkins had done a similar transplant with 5 recipients and 5 donors. And so last August, we flew to Baltimore and were evaluated by Hopkins, accepted into their program, and then just waited. And about a week before this transplant took place, we got the call that they had identified multiple recipients and donors and that we would be part of this transplant.
Now, is part of the criteria that you have to be both a recipient and a donor, or did it just happen that way?
That's typically what happens. Is I'm a willing donor, but for reasons of blood type, my kidney isn't compatible for a transplant to Gene. So the paired transplant program that Hopkins manages, and there are several others in the country now as well, they use software to match up pairs like us with other pairs to create these multiple pair swaps.
Wow. And Brad, this just underscores the need for the work that you do with the Kidney Foundation to boost awareness and hopefully bring people together and let people know about possibilities and hope like this.
This is really exciting. Estimating about 20 people die a day waiting for transplant. So this just opens up a whole new avenue for people that are on these lists. And in California, Jeannie, I believe you were saying the list
time is 7 years.
7 years, which is even longer than what is already a long list for the average state in the United States. So when we have a mechanism to bring people together that would typically have to wait multiple years, and we could do it much quicker, we're basically saving lives. So from the Kidney Foundation's standpoint, that's very exciting. We we see this as just a tremendous step forward in the area of transplantation.
It is. How are you feeling now, Jean?
I'm feeling great. I'm 8 weeks out. I'm still being closely monitored. My care has been transferred to Stanford, but my energy's coming back. Everybody tells me I look great, I feel great. I'm going to start exercising next week, so
that's wonderful.
I feel very lucky.
How is your diet different too?
I can eat whatever I want at this point, so and they're encouraging me to do that.
That's great. And Randy, how about you since donating?
I'm fine. Most of the donors were discharged within 3 or 4 days after the surgery. It's major surgery. There are always risks associated with that. But beyond that, the human renal system is a little over-engineered, and most of us can do just fine with 1 kidney.
Well, that's a great story. We're going to take a break, and we're going to continue when we come back. So stay with us. We'll have more on Bay Area Vista right after this. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Bay Area Vista. I'm Janice Edwards. We're talking with Randy, Gene, and Brad about the National Kidney Foundation, the incredible 6-way kidney swap involving 12 people, and the upcoming kidney walk. So I'm glad to know that you're feeling so great, and as you mentioned, well, both of you are, and for donors it's certainly easier in that way than for recipients in terms of the recovery. But this underscores obviously the importance of the kidney walk and why you do it, Brad. The walk in San Jose will be on June 21st. Can you give us some details?
That's correct. We've the walk this year is going to be at the City View Plaza in downtown San Jose, and it's good. We're going to have a 10K run this year as well as a 5K walk. And for those that don't even want to walk, we have some people on dialysis, people that are recent transplant recipients. We'd love to see them come out, park a lawn chair, and just enjoy the weather. Obviously, the intent is to raise money for a number of programs. We do prevention programs, we do patient support programs, medical research programs. So it's one of our big annual fundraising events. It's going to be a family event. We'll have bands. We'll have a
It is a lot of fun. I was the MC last year, and I have to say it was really, it's a great day in the park. Oh, thank you very much. Well, it's a great day.
And we have a children's zone. We'll have, as I said, a wellness area. We'll do screening. The walk itself, the run, both great events. It'll go downtown through Guadalupe River Park. And we encourage people to bring their kids, their dogs, just come out with as many people as they can bring along. And there's no minimum fundraising requirement. We'd certainly like to have that side of it covered, but people just coming out showing their support for people with kidney disease is enough. So. Yes. And again, that's June the 21st.
Right, we have the information that we're going to put on the screen just before we go. But Gene, I'm wondering, what will it mean if you are able to participate this year for you to do this?
It'll be fabulous. I mean, the National Kidney Foundation did a great job of publicizing this particular swap and getting the word out to people. And, I think I will definitely be participating in the walk, and to just have the energy to do that and the physical stamina to do that again is remarkable. So I'll be grateful.
Yes, it is inspirational. How about you, Randy?
It'll be a great thing, and we really appreciate the fact that this got widely publicized because kidneys donated by live donors, when they're transplanted, have a much longer life expectancy than kidneys from deceased people off the waiting list, and it's a shame that more people don't do that.
Well, very well said, and I want to thank you all for being here. I'm very glad about the good news with this story. Yes. As Brad mentioned, the walk is on June 21st. If you'd like to participate, the number is on our screen. It's also on our website. You can click on NBC11/community events for details about that, as well as everything that you've seen on the show today. And